stress that we're giving up.
One for my people, two for the show, three for my homies out here grinding on the road. We up in here now, we come to get down. We shutting shit down, get up and get down.
That's cool.
This is the Crack Skull Podcast. We're just sitting here at the bar, and my wife was like, we should do a podcast, just you and I. So, once she gets done tearing up the microphone again, because it went limp on her.
It keeps going limp on me. Sorry, guys.
It keeps going limp on her.
Sorry.
We decided just to do an audio file. We didn't want to do video or anything like that. I'd have to get up and put the... Good freaking Lord, babe. Push it all the way in. There you go. She's smiling. She's been drinking tonight, so
Hello.
we got her to drink some whiskey earlier. It was kind of cool. So
I'm not a whiskey drinker, but
No.
I drink whiskey.
yeah, so
Yeah.
that was kind of cool.
I'm just having technical difficulties, but I think I'm okay right now. I don't do podcasts. Can you tell?
Yeah. So she wanted to do one. We were kind of talking in between shows, and she was like, "Is this good for your mental health?" I was like, "It's fucking great for your mental health." Have two buddies show up and drink whiskey with you, and she's currently out of whiskey, so.
I am. I have nothing to drink.
We should, I think Tony made it home. Let me see. Made it home safe, he says. Thank you, sir.
Good. I'm glad. Tony's a good guy.
Yes, he is. I am very happy to have him in our life. So.
Oh, yeah. He's like family.
He is family. So, for those that as this is recording, it's the same night that the episode with James and stuff is in. We started recording with James. We were on the back porch, and I took a picture of our 2-bitch bourbon sitting on the grill with the burgers and shit in the background kind of thing.
Yeah. He grilled some good food.
I did grill some good food earlier. Grilled mama a steak.
It was good, too.
You know what the secret is to that, right?
What?
Throw butter on it.
Ooh.
I always throw a pat of butter on each side. When I put on one side, and then I flip it and put another piece of butter on the other side.
I know. It's pretty good.
Yeah. 2-Bitch Bourbon has already reposted it, not only on their Instagram, but on their Facebook post of the picture I took.
Nice.
So that's kind of cool.
That's awesome.
That's a nice little flex for me, because I don't think I'm very good at doing social media and doing posting and shit like that. I should be a lot better. We probably have a lot more views, a lot more followers if I did shit like that. But it's time consuming when you sit here and you freaking do all the editing, and it's hard to freaking do all that shit. So anybody that does podcasting knows that stuff. You just have to make time for it. We're gonna spin a random wheel to see what she's gonna drink next, because she's absolutely completely out of rum.
That's scary.
Yep.
Because I am not a whiskey drinker, but I did like the Angel's Envy. Can I just opt for more of that? What
The
is
Angel's
it
Envy?
land on?
Castle Key small batch.
I don't know what that is.
It's all right. It's not the greatest.
Oh, okay.
Let's do one more. See what you get.
I mean, if I have to drink whiskey, do me right at least.
Yeah. Okay, there's one you've not had. We're going to do that one.
Okay.
So, the randomizer gave her Buffalo Trace. So,
Buffalo Trace.
Buffalo Trace.
I've heard things about this.
Yes.
But I've never drank it.
So,
we'll give it a go.
my glass here. Sorry, it's a long pause. I'm cleaning her glass out real quick. All right, a little Buffalo Trace in her glass. Let's not puss out and give her a small.
See, I
small
don't
glass.
clean my glass out in between. Don't judge me, people.
So this is a.
Oh, that smells strong.
It's whiskey. It's a Kentucky straight bourbon. I believe.
Does not smell like Angel's Envy.
No, it's not. It's 45.
If you guys don't have
That's
Angel's
not-
Envy, you should get it. I mean, if nothing else, it is a beautiful bottle.
Yeah, it's 90 proof. So
And I'm not a whiskey drinker, and I drank it.
So what you drank before is higher proof than what you're drinking now. So
This stuff smells like whiskey. I don't know.
now, what you could do to break that up?
Guys.
What you could do to break that up is put a couple drops of water in it.
Well, you put water in it.
Well, I drank the water out.
Oh wait,
to
you
clean
drank
glass,
all the
yeah.
water. Never mind.
If you want a couple drops of water, I put a couple drops of water in it for you. It'll break it up and it won't be as strong. So.
Okay.
And they call this drinking it neat.
Drinking it neat.
So if you put just like it sits now, it's called straight.
Okay, you were right. Yeah,
'cause
just
it's not-
out of the bottle.
out of the bottle.
I know that.
This is called neat.
That
when
part.
when you put a little bit of water
Put
in it.
water in it. It's called neat.
Yeah, you're drinking it neat.
I'm learning some new terms, guys.
And then, do you know what it's called when you put ice in it?
No. Oh, on the rocks.
There you go.
On the rocks.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm not that stupid.
No, I just want to make sure you knew the terminology. So,
I know a little.
yeah.
Not a lot,
So
but
you
a
want
little.
to swirl that around just a little bit to get it all mixed up in there. So, I'm drinking Nulu Small Batch. I was in the middle of editing the new intro for the show, which is it's going to be very, very basic. I'm taking a cue from my friend Martel, who said when I was on the show the last time we were kind of talking about it, and just, it's a little bit easier in case we have stuff in the future where we change personnel or anything like that. I mean, it's just going to be a very, very simple thing.
Shout out to Martel.
Fucking way big shout out to Martel.
Because I told him to take his advice. I thought
Yep,
simple
'cause
was better. And he came up with something awesome.
She
and
actually
I helped him.
listened to the show that I was on with you, Martel. So,
I did.
yes.
And that was the part that stuck with me.
Yeah,
and I
keep it
helped
simple.
him make his intro. And I said, yes, listen to Martel. Keep it simple.
Yep.
And I think his intro is awesome. It's
pretty
simple
cool.
but awesome. So
It's pretty cool. So
Good
it's got
job,
the new,
Martel.
It's got the new song in it, which I'm excited about. I'm excited that we didn't really talk about it much, but the band Discrepancies is one of my favorite bands, one of my favorite new bands. Ooh, here she goes. She's gonna drink some.
Oh,
That's whiskey, ain't it?
not a whiskey drinker.
Yeah, your grandfather would like
Oh,
that.
my grandpa would be so proud of me.
Yeah. The band
Ooh.
Discrepancies, which is out of St. Louis, is one of my new favorite bands. And I fell in love with them about a year ago when I was trying to do the original intro, and somebody vetoed me because he didn't like the song. So I reached out to the actual record company, and found their publicist, or the person, the female, the lady that takes care of the band is their publicist and stuff. And I just sent her an email. Her email address was on the website. I sent her an email and said, hey, I love the band, love this song. What do you think? And she said the band said yes. So I was like, that was the easiest fucking asking of using a song I've ever had since I started
That's
this.
awesome.
Because you know the last runaround I had when I did this stuff.
Yes.
So it was like
Yes,
weeks of
and
waiting for
that's awesome.
answers, and then
And the song is so good.
yeah. So if you haven't heard it, you'll hear it at the beginning of it. It's just a little 15-second grab I did of it, but it's
It makes me want to listen to more of their music.
yeah, they're actually really, really good. Like I said, they're out of St. Louis, but I'm really excited that we get to use that song now with them. So, but in between shows, Mandy asked if this was good for mental health, and I said, "Fuck yeah, it is." So she wanted to hop on. She at one point was talking about doing a podcast. I don't know if she's advanced her thinking on doing it or anything like that, but it's
I don't know. It's a thought I had. I don't know where it will go from a thought, but it's a thought that I had.
you just gotta find somebody that's like-minded with you that wants to do it with you. That's the issue.
Yeah, that and, finding the time between work and being a mom and 2 puppies.
Yeah,
Finding the time to be able to do it.
it's not that bad. I mean, you don't have to do the regiment that we do, where we record for 8 hours on it.
If I can come on and be on his once in a while, that's
fine.
That's good too.
You know this is your house too. You can come on anytime. You just hop in, and there's 4 mics sitting here. So
Oh, I know.
sometimes you're actually off. You're actually
feel
off
like-
screen,
Yeah.
and you're talking, and the mic picks you up anyway. So,
Yeah.
but you don't have to feel like
but
you're
I try not to interfere because I
you're
feel
not
like this
interfering.
is your thing, and I want
It's not-
it to be
no,
your
this is
thing,
our
and
thing. This is
you
our
know,
house, and you're part of it.
where
I told you this
can,
this week. So
vent or bullshit or whatever you need to do.
yeah, but I don't
your
vent or
life,
bullshit
but-
about you. That's the thing.
I'm not
so,
one to sit here and put all my life out there, but I mean, since you said it's good for mental health,
Mm-hmm.
maybe it'll work. Maybe it'll make me feel better.
Right.
Who knows? Because anybody that knows me knows I've been through a lot of crap in my life.
Oh yes, and we still living through it. We're still working
living
through
through
issues.
it.
Still
Like
working through
I
issues. so.
swear, I have a label on my forehead. Like, bring the shit to me. I swear, man. Good Lord.
This will be of my friends group of like Martell and the people I know that do podcasting and stuff of this, I think this is probably the, especially between me and Martell, this will be a one up on him. He's never done one with Liz.
Oh, yeah.
Just Liz.
Well, I just want to say, apparently I have met you, Martell, but I don't remember ever meeting you, so I apologize. No offense to you.
You were sitting in the
but
car.
Corey says okay.
You were sitting in the car most of the time.
So then I didn't actually like talk to him.
Yeah, we've been at his house and stuff.
Okay.
Obviously, I've been to his house plenty of
All
times.
right. I was going to say I apologize for not remembering, but
It was kind of cold. That was the day we first took the kids to the Air Force Museum. I got a text message while we were at the Air Force Museum.
see, I kind of remember.
And we
that,
drove from...
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, we drove from Dayton all the way out to Lancaster.
But I never met anybody else on the show.
No.
On
No,
that podcast.
you've never met anybody else.
Just Mark.
See, I've never met Michael. I've talked to Michael a couple times.
Okay.
And we're friends on Facebook and Instagram.
The
and
other
stuff.
guy's Randy.
Randy. Yeah.
Randy and Martell.
Yep.
Okay.
Those are the main two that's been on it for 5
Okay.
years.
I've never met Randy,
No.
but I've been to Martell's house.
Yes.
I just don't remember meeting him.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Caught up now?
We got that. I'm
Okay.
caught up. Sorry, Martell, I don't remember. But it doesn't sound like we actually met.
Chat.
face to
No, you have
face,
never
so
chatted.
I don't feel so bad now.
Yeah. I think
was
you'd
like-
like Liz. She's
I
kind
was
of cool.
like, damn, I don't remember.
I like Liz.
Oh, I'm sure I
She's been
would.
super nice every time I've gone down to the house and recorded with the boys. So long,
sure I would.
long dramatic pause there. No, she's actually super cool. So just like I'm sure if Melissa ever came up, Tony's wife.
Oh, I would love to meet her.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it's, not recording, like off camera,
Yeah.
I would love to meet her.
Go out and bum around town and shit and do stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean, Tony's great. She has to be great, right?
Right.
She's married to Tony.
Yep. Guilty by association, I guess.
Right? Yeah,
So
definitely.
yep. So how many glasses of alcohol have you had tonight?
I had one. I made a rum and Coke, and I did a heavy pour because I was trying to use up the rum.
Yes.
I wanted to get rid of the bottle. And then I had like just a tad left that I poured in the glass and I drank it. And then I had
She filled her rocks glass like 3/4 of the way.
I had
up
a
on her
heavy
first
pour
one, so-
of Angel's Envy.
Yes, she did that. Yeah. The
which-
randomizer picked
which
that
I
one out,
like.
too.
And I'm not a whiskey drinker
Mm-hmm.
at all. So, I mean, if you're not a whiskey drinker, try Angel's Envy because it really is good and it's a beautiful bottle.
Do you know why you like it so much? I'll tell you why you like it. It's not the rye. It's a rye, so it's gonna be peppery. So you'll have pepper hints in
Okay.
there.
Okay.
But it was barreled in rum casks,
Oh, okay.
so you get the sweetness of the rum.
See, I'm a rum girl.
Yeah, so that's why you like it.
That might be why I like
Yep.
it. Yeah, and then now I'm having this
Buffalo Trace.
Buffalo Trace.
And she also likes the Knob Creek Maple. She's had that. She really likes that.
Smells like syrup.
trying
That's
to
the one
think-
that smells
yeah,
like syrup in
maple
it.
syrup.
Yep.
Trying to think of some of the other ones she's tried and somewhat liked, but not has. There's not many she's
very
hated.
few. Like maybe like some of the Maker's Mark.
Yeah,
I think I've liked.
you've tried a couple of the OHLQ picks.
Like the scent,
the
like
the summer stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, like the what was it, Carnival or
There was
something?
County
or-
Fair, and then there was the
Yeah, that.
bonfire that was really good. And
Yeah. But I'm
So-
a rum girl.
she is a rum girl, and I can't.
I like rum.
I don't like the smell of rum. I don't like trying to drink. I get almost violently instant sick from drinking rum. So
I like the rum, and it's not just because I like Jack Sparrow.
right.
I legitimately like the rum.
Yes, she's a rum girl.
Yep.
We're getting there. We're just going different routes, babe. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I sit here and I have a whiskey with you.
Mhm.
I try something, so
Yep.
I'm open to trying.
I'll try a rum. I just don't. There's one that's
And
out
I
th-
do. You know, he always gets a new one, and he's like, "Here, smell this," and
Yep.
I'll smell it, and I'm like, "Oh, that don't smell too bad. I'll try a
She
little
smelled.
taste."
She
So-
smelled just about every bottle that's been on the show. So
Yep.
there
Yep.
is a rum out there called Mount Gay.
Mount Gay.
Mount Gay.
Mount Gay. Okay.
No bullshit. That's what it's called.
Okay.
And it's actually barreled in bourbon barrels. So they make the rum and they put it in bourbon,
Oh.
and it drinks like a bourbon.
Okay.
I think I would like that. Martell and them have had it. I haven't been down to drink it.
Martell like it.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a really good one. So,
I might like it.
yep. So I'd like to try that.
That's cool.
We had hamburgers, and you had an awesome steak earlier on the grill. I'm trying to think what else we've done
I
tonight.
did, and I got to do my first recording with Tony,
Yes.
which is awesome.
Yes.
That was awesome.
We left it. We went an hour and a half on
I
that
like
episode.
Tony.
We went an hour and a half on that episode.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's family.
He is family.
He's awesome.
Trying to think
Family's not always blood, which I have learned.
You make family. It's not. And sometimes
That's right.
They, sometimes
it's not
they
always
land.
blood. You got to make your family.
Sometimes they land on your lap and they start wiggling. So.
Yep. Tony was one of them.
Yep. So. Trying to think what else.
Poor guy ran 2 streets over to catch our dog.
Oh
Didn't
my
even know
God,
got
that
out.
was a freaking disaster.
Oh God! Props to Tony, man. I mean, he should have yelled or something.
So if you haven't caught
Like, I
any of the
feel bad.
other episodes up to this point, we got a new GSP puppy. She is six months old, soon to be 6 months old. By the
Yes.
time you're hearing this, she's probably 6 months old.
Yeah.
Her name
She
is.
was free.
She was free.
Yeah.
She's
Because of her age.
because of her age, she was free.
So-
But from the breeder, he still had like 6 or 7 puppies still at the house when we showed up to
Yes.
pick out Zelda,
So we're trying to train her, and
and it's a pain in the ass.
she's set in her ways.
She's very stubborn. Yes,
So we're
but
trying to
we're working
change
on
that,
her.
but-
We're working on her. It was still really cute last night when I was trying to feed Link McDonald's French fries, and he kept trying to pat her to sit her butt
he
down.
did. He was trying to teach her, like, all right, fine,
Sit
you don't
down.
want to sit down, then I guess the fries are mine.
I'm getting all the fries.
I tried to help you.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I don't know if she ate when I walked out there. 'Cause she had pooped on the floor when I went to get water. So Kenzie had to clean that up because she was standing right there.
Oh, okay. Like tonight?
Yeah, just now.
Yeah.
Or just before we started recording.
Oh, okay.
She hadn't ate any of Link's food.
Well, we did feed Link while she was in her cage.
Yeah.
She was taking a time
But there was still
out.
food. There was still food in his bowl, and she didn't eat it. So
And she didn't. Okay. Well, that's good.
yeah, she's learning.
I think she's slowly starting to learn because I know I've told her, no, and she stopped and looked at me and came.
I will when I feed
So
them
I
both
think
at
she's
this.
slowly getting it.
When I feed them both at the same time, I will stand in between on the one side of the island.
Right.
And if she tries to go around, I say no to her,
Right.
and she'll go back. Instantly she'll pick her head up like to go to move,
Right.
and I'll say no, and she puts her head back down on each side of her bowl.
Right. I think
So-
she's slowly getting it. I think it's
She will.
harder because of how old she is. She's
Yes.
not a
If we
little,
got her at 10 weeks
a
or something
little
like
puppy,
that,
like Link or something.
yeah, if we got her at like 10 weeks
Yeah.
like we did Link,
It might take a little longer, but
yeah, we'll get
she's
it.
going to get there.
I'm not going to give up. I don't give up on animals, so
No.
I get frustrated
No,
to the point where I'm
she'll
like,
get there.
I'm giving up.
There was
I've
a
never given up. Mm-hmm.
reason why I chose her out of all those puppies. So
You could have
I'm not giving up.
you could have had the calm one
I
that
could
was
have had
just
the calm
cuddled.
one, but I thought, no, that's not going to work with Link.
It might have. He's kind of
Link
calm.
wants to play.
Yeah, he does want to play. So
He gets the zoomies because he's still high energy. He's still a puppy.
all GSPs are high energy, so
Well, yeah, until they're adults, and then they calm down a little bit. But I wanted somebody that could meet his level, and they could both be worn down. Mm-hmm. And she'll get there. And she's so cute and soft.
yeah, she's a little softy.
Oh my gosh, she's so soft.
She got into your makeup earlier, trying to doll herself
She
up.
did. She decided she was too white, so she took my contour. So now, I don't only have to watch, losing my stuff to my daughter. I have to learn to lose my stuff to my dog now.
Trying to think
Yep. So
what
she has one leg that's a little darker than the
Yeah, a
other
little
because the
brown.
contour
was a dark
stained
shade.
her a little bit.
Yep. At least she didn't eat it, and it's not going to come out in her poop later on and be weird colors.
Right now, she put it on her skin.
Yep.
So yeah.
I'm trying to think what else has gone on tonight. My sister, my
Yeah.
crazy ass sister, got a 5th dog.
God bless her,
She's got a pit bull named
Gypsy.
Gypsy. She got a Great Dane named
and
Diesel. Dozer and
and Milo.
Milo, which are Frenchies, and she went and got a
She's
third
got another
Frenchie
Frenchie.
that she's trying to think of a name for tonight.
She
so
doesn't have a name for.
nope, it's a little cutie.
It
But-
is cute. It is cute. I don't know how she does it.
Nope.
I mean, granted, all her dogs are trained before she gets another one.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the Great Dane. I don't know what it is about him.
He's just a big dog. That's why you like him.
just love him. Maybe that's it.
His cage is huge at their
Maybe
house.
that's it. Because I could just cuddle him.
Yeah.
Use him as a pillow. Maybe that's why I like him. I don't know. But I love all her dogs. But I love
they're all
that
good.
dog.
Trying to think what else
That
we can
dog is
talk about to
cool.
kind of get you to start talking here.
Well, I mean, it's a mental health issue.
Mhm.
We could talk about, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of just a bullshit episode. So, Logan's out there watching.
Royal Rumble.
Got the Royal Rumble on.
He's big on WWE.
Yep.
We don't miss a pay-per-view in this house.
No, we do not. He's gonna be excited when they finally go to Netflix at the end of the year. He'll be able to actually watch Raw and stuff because we stream everything here at the house, so he misses the weekly shows. So
I made him a promise I would try to get him to
To a
see
show.
one
Yep.
live. So that is my goal in life, to
this
get
year,
him there.
yeah,
So I'm hoping I can do that.
it shouldn't be too hard.
No, I think I can do that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Trying to think what else.
yeah.
What do you got? Because I got nothing right now.
All right. Well, if we're gonna do a mental health issue,
Go for it.
this is gonna help me.
Episode.
Let's just episode.
Uh,
Sorry,
Mental health issue is what you have.
issues what I have.
Yeah.
Episode is what we're on.
Yeah.
I actually drank all that.
You want some Angels Envy to finish off?
Sure.
Okay.
We'll just put some stuff out there. So,
You say as much as you want. I'm not going to egg it on. You tell whatever you want to tell.
so let's just do this. So I have a younger sister.
I know it sounds like she's getting ready to cry. She is about to cry. So.
It's a hard topic, but this is a mental issue, or mental episode, excuse me. So we're going to get it out there so I can feel better.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, she was 33. She's no longer with us.
There you go.
Ooh, thank you. I got Angel's Envy.
Angels Envy Ride.
Good.
100 proof.
So she was my half sister, but she's my sister. We have the same moms, different dads. Her dad, I do not claim at all. I do not claim her dad at all. He's a horrible human being. I'll just put that out there because I don't care. But anyway, she was born with health problems. Let's see. She had what was called 18p minus syndrome. I know it's really rare and probably not a lot of people have heard of it. It's basically a form of Down syndrome. But she doesn't have the facial features. Sorry.
She was high functioning though. She had a job and stuff like that. Where she went to work and-
Yeah, you couldn't tell by looking at her anything was wrong with her or anything like that. She was, our mom was her everything. Unfortunately our mom had passed away. And it just put her in a downward spiral for a while. And it was hard because, she had just put it out there, a deadbeat father. He basically put her in a home, took her out of the only home that she ever knew, and got rid of all her stuff, all her belongings. So, and this is a matter of a week. So in a week, she lost her mom, one of the only two people, because I was the other one, that, she had, and she lost her home and her stuff, and, so put her in a downward spiral. But she did okay. I had kids, so she loved being an aunt. She loved her nephews and her niece. But he kept moving her around to different places. She did at one point have her own place. And she really liked that. And she did really good.
She had her own place with help.
Yeah, she had somebody that would come in, make sure she didn't leave the oven on or anything like that, safety things. But unfortunately, that father that she had, if she does anything, call the police on her, have her arrested kind of thing. So, unfortunately, she did some time behind bars, which was not her fault. And I think that was the best I'd ever actually had seen her when she had her own place. Because it was hers, and she could decorate it the way she wants. She didn't have to like share a room with anybody or anything like that, and she liked that. And that went on for a while. But then like 3 years ago, she took her own life. That was a hard year. The beginning of that year, I talked to her. I had a strange phone conversation with her. She called me, and one of the people that at the place that she lived in, I won't mention any names or anything like that, but the place that she had lived in, the person that worked there got on the phone and asked if I could provide her food because she wouldn't eat the food that they had. And I'm like, well, yeah, sure, but I don't have guardianship over her, so I can't, like make that decision without, permission of her guardianship, which unfortunately was her father. So I called him, and he's like, no, you're not going to provide her any food. I'll take care of it. And I'm like, oh, okay, no problem. I didn't think anything of it. And of course, it was the same year as COVID. So, she couldn't have visitors. I couldn't go see her. I couldn't take her out shopping or whatever. I could only talk to her on the phone. And I talked to her all the time. Didn't think anything of it. She didn't sound any different or bad or anything. But she called me that fall. And it was like summertime when I got in that weird call about her food. And she called me in the fall, and she said she was going to have surgery, and she wanted to know if I could be there. And I asked her what kind of surgery she could have. She said her father was going to have all her teeth pulled out. And I said, oh, so you're getting, fake teeth or dentures or whatever. Nope. He's not getting me any teeth. I'm just getting all my teeth pulled. And she was scared to death. And I was like, okay. Well, I'll do what I can to be at that surgery. And it was about like October. And where she lived, they were throwing a Halloween party. So, when I talked to her, we talked a lot about, what she was going to dress up as. And because her mentality wasn't the same as her age. It was younger, how I'm in my 40s and I still like to dress up for Halloween. But that doesn't mean much. But, we talked about Halloween and stuff because they had a big Halloween party. And we were focused on that. I talked to her a week before her surgery was scheduled, and she asked me if I could be there because nobody goes to her surgery. Every time she was hospitalized, I was the only one there. Nobody else showed up. And I just started a new job at that time, and I told her I would do everything I could to be there for her, to be there at her surgery, because I knew how scared she was. I could hear it in her voice. And being her sister, you can kind of tell. And then I talked to her the day before she hurt herself. She wanted to know if I was going to be there at her surgery because she was scared. And I told her again, I reassured her I would do everything I could to be there. And that was the last time I talked to her. I didn't get called until like lunchtime the next day, and she had hurt herself at night. I won't say what she did or anything, but it was like late at night, and I didn't get called till like lunchtime the next day, and I got a phone call saying that she was in intensive care and she was on life support, and they were going to pull the plug on her. Which was devastating because, I just talked to her, and then other than her being scared of her upcoming surgery, she was okay. So that was devastating. So obviously, I left, I went to the hospital and I seen her. She was skinnier than I am. And if anybody knows me, I'm not a big person at all. I'm skinny. And with her meds, she's always been a bigger girl because her meds make her gain weight. And she was smaller than I was. And she had marks on her head, like her head was bashed in, and she was missing teeth. And it was hard because I had doctors coming in saying, well, we need to talk to her guardian. We need to make a decision, to know what to do. And of course, her deadbeat dad, I called him. Oh, well, we're going to go have dinner and then we'll head up to the hospital kind of thing. And, he didn't care. And I wasn't included in making decisions, Her stepmom said, well, you know her better than anybody, so you should make all the decisions for her funeral and stuff. I didn't get to pick out her outfit. I didn't even get to do her hair. She had long hair. She usually wore short hair. But with COVID, she couldn't even go get a haircut. So, her hair got long and pretty, and they decided to cut her hair off, and it literally looked like she had a mullet at her funeral, and didn't get to pick the music or pick her clothes out, so it's a messed up situation, and it's a lot of unanswered questions that I will never get because I don't understand, how she lost so much weight, why she lost her teeth, why her head was bashed in. Yeah. Her passing is hard.
Mm-hmm. I know it's been hard for you. It wasn't easy hearing what she'd gone through and seeing the pain.
Devastating.
Seeing the pain on your face every time you talk about it. It hurts. I mean,
everything that she went through. Mm-hmm. I'd be the same way.
Right.
I wouldn't want to be here either.
Right.
But it's hard because she deserves to be here.
It's hard when you don't have a support group behind you that wants you here. When you have negativity behind you. Oh, yeah.
And she did.
She had negativity. She had nothing but negativity. She had so much
negativity. All she wanted to be was in her house, the only house that she knew. And she couldn't go there because the police would be called on her to have her removed. Yeah.
I'm letting you vent. This is all about you, so.
She didn't deserve that.
I had my mental health time with the boys earlier, so.
Yep.
So.
She didn't deserve that. I hope nobody out there has ever had to deal with anything like that, because it's horrible. You feel helpless.
Mm-hmm.
I loved her a lot. We bickered like sisters.
No shit. God damn, how many times I got a phone call saying she just fucking hung up on me.
We bickered like siblings. But I loved her to death.
I actually called her and yelled at her one time for hanging up on you. She hung up on me.
Yep. But I loved her to death.
I was like, God damn, she's hung up on me.
And she deserved to be here. But it's hard when you're the only one that loved her, and your love just wasn't enough to keep her here.
Right.
But again, if I was in her shoes, I'd probably do the same thing.
She probably felt like the world was against her.
I'd probably do the same thing, because who wants to live in a world where you feel like you're not loved and everybody hates you and or is scared of you or don't want to be around you? I'd be the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But yeah, it doesn't get any easier. It's been 3 years and it's not any easier.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of hate. I don't hate people.
No.
I don't use that word. I either like you or I don't.
It's been brought up a lot recently in our household.
But it has.
So.
But I hate that. I mean, there's a lot of hate towards my family anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But
You got a good support group here, though. You know that, right?
I do.
There's nobody.
I have a great husband. And I have a great kids.
There's nobody in this world that has your
That's
back.
all I need.
There's nobody in this world that has your back more than I do.
I have a few friends,
That's all you need.
and that's all I need. I don't need, my family. My family has, unfortunately, they turned my back on my sister, or their back on my sister.
Mm-hmm.
They turned their back on me, and that's their loss.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep. Just like the other weekend, I went to see my Aunt Betty.
Yep, crashed the party. Everyone was there.
She turned 90 years old. That was awesome. And I thought, you know what? There was a post made on Facebook to send her a
You need to
birthday
tell that
card.
story because that's not an episode we have to give out anymore. So you could go ahead and tell that story.
Okay, so a couple weekends ago on a Saturday,
Trying to think.
my great Aunt Betty, she turned 90 years old. And I love her to death. She is a great woman. I have great memories. She used to have a market, Indie Graph. And I have great memories going in there and stocking candy for her. And I don't know why, but my favorite movie was Killer Tomatoes. And I'd always borrow that movie from her and watch it. I don't know why. I haven't watched it since I've been an adult, so I'm not sure what the great thing was that I had of it as a kid. But, so a couple weekends ago, she turned 90. And there was a Facebook post made about, sending her cards for her 90th birthday. They thought that would be great. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to one-up that. I'm going to surprise her. I'm going to drive where she is. It's only like a 20-minute drive where she is. And I thought, I'm just going to drive up and surprise her. I haven't seen her in a while. She's one of the few family members that still, give a crap about me. So I'm going to surprise her. Took my middle son with me. He rode with me. He wanted to see her.
Logie
Bear. Yep. So we drove up there. And me and my son even made a joke because we have certain family members that don't like us. And we were like, wouldn't it be funny, if they happened to be there when we walked in? Sure enough, we got there. They were there. But what I didn't know was that they threw a surprise party for her. And I wasn't invited. Which was, just a cut in the chest, man. That was rough. And as awkward as it was and how much I didn't want to be there, I stayed for her because she wanted me there, and she had no idea that I wasn't invited. So, I stayed and I made it best, and, I told her I'd come back up soon. I found out where my love of doing puzzles is. It's from her because she loves doing puzzles. So I'm going to see her soon and do puzzles with her. But yeah, it was a very awkward moment. I make a joke now because I tell everybody I crashed her party. Because I wasn't invited. And I don't think by the look on anybody's faces that they expected me to show up. So that was kind of great. But yeah. But, shout out to her because she's awesome, and I told her I can't wait to celebrate her 100th birthday, and because she's actually my longest living relative. We haven't had a relative live to be in their 90s in my family, so that is awesome for her. Yeah.
What else you got?
Oh God. It could be all night for all the stuff I've been through, man. Woo!
The Angel's Envy hits hard, don't it?
Woo!
It's 100
You
proof.
can feel the burn in the Angel's Envy.
That's 100 proof.
But it's good. Definitely buy it. Yeah. Let's see. What else? Oh my gosh.
How much do you love Zelda?
Oh my God, I love Zelda. I mean, she's that puppy age, and, if you've had more than one kid, you got one kid trained and then you have another kid. You got to get them trained. It's the same way with puppies. We have one puppy trained, we got to train the next one. But I love Zelda. I knew she was the one to come home with us. There was other dogs that were out, like their mom. Their mom was out running loose. We got to meet her. The dog seen her and another dog that was out running. And they would take off, they leave their little fenced-in area that they were in and go see them. But Zelda, the puppy that I took, kept coming back to pay attention to me, not what everybody else was doing. And when I would move my hand away, she would stick her hand through the fence and try to get me. And I just knew she had to come home with us. That's how I picked her. I knew when I looked at them, I would know. Somehow, some way, I would know which one to pick out of, there was 9?
Something like that.
I would know which one it was, and it was her. And yeah, she's in that puppy stage. She's in the pain in the butt. She's learning. She's, a bigger puppy, an older puppy, so it's going to take a little longer to break her of her habits, because she's used to just being outside and doing her thing. But she is soft and cuddly, and she's got this wrinkle in her head that my oldest son just absolutely loves, and it cracks me up because even if she gets mad, her head wrinkles up, and
she's a little stinker.
It's freaking cute.
She is a little cutie.
It's cute. So, yeah, I love her. She's a pain in the butt right now because we're training her, but I love her to death. I love her. Yeah.
What's going on with the kids?
Ooh.
All doing good in school?
The kids, they are. Yes. Yes. They are. It makes me feel good that we made the right move by moving here. Because they are excelling at school. Is that a word? Excelling?
Yes.
They are excelling at school. Coming from, a situation they were in to now, they are doing great. Yeah, I'm so proud of them, and I'm so glad. Our oldest only has one more year, and he's out of school. Oh, my God, it makes me feel old. And I have already warned him I will bawl my eyes out at his graduation. Because that's what moms do, right?
I'm going to yell, get a job, loser.
Right? Dad's going to give him crap. Mom's going to bawl. He's going to ignore us like he doesn't even know us. Cause
he does that anyway.
He's done that since he was young. I used to take him when he was in elementary, I used to take him to school, and he would walk down the hall, and there would be teachers actually standing in the hall, and I'd be like, bye, Caleb, have a good day, Mommy loves you, and he'd just keep, whatever, and he'd just keep walking like, I don't know you, and the teachers would just be losing it. They'd be laughing so hard, and I'm like, yep.
What did Kenzie say on her first day of school?
Oh, my gosh. She's the only one of the kids that went to preschool.
Yeah.
And I took her first day, and she got to sit at this table with a bunch of other kids. And I was standing there with her, and she looked at me and she goes, Mom, can you just leave? You're ruining this for me. And I wanted to bawl my eyes out. I'm like, why? You're my baby.
Yep.
I think I cried with all my kids. Caleb, your firstborn, it's hard to see him go to school. And then, Logan, with all his health problems, we didn't even know he would make it to the age to go to school, let alone to where he is now, thank God. And that was kind of a rush decision because I wanted to put him in preschool, and they're like, no, we're going to start him in kindergarten. And you literally have a couple of days to get his
it was like a week.
Ready.
We had a week to get his stuff ready for school.
it was crazy fast putting him in school. And yeah, Kenzie, she went out and waited for the bus with the boys with her backpack. She was like, if my brothers are going, I'm going too.
She was quite pissed that she didn't get on that bus to go to school. She bawled her little blonde eyes out, man, let me tell you.
She is just now at the age where if she doesn't go to school, it's okay.
Yeah. I'll go tomorrow. Ain't no big deal.
She would throw up at school, and the school would call me, and she's like, no, I'm fine. I'm good.
Now it's like, bring me home.
I'm not going home. And, now it's like, oh, okay, school's hard. I'll go home.
Yeah. I need a break.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
So we have the dogs, with the kids, have your
Yeah.
sister. See what else we
They're
can
good.
talk about.
Yeah.
You're on your new puzzle that I got for you.
Yes, I am. He bought me a Mandalorian puzzle. I love puzzles. I've been doing some with my daughter. We've been doing some princess puzzles.
I built
like
you-
Thomas Kincaid. I love Thomas Kincaid puzzles. But we've been doing the princess ones, which I love too. Beauty and the Beast is my favorite.
I built you a puzzle board.
Yeah, he built me a puzzle board that I can actually do puzzles on, which is amazing.
So when you see the videos, if you see something weird sitting at the end of the bar, like past the fourth mic, that's her puzzle board. It's
That's my puzzle board.
That's usually where it's sitting at. So
It's got some unicorn spit on it.
yes, it does. Same thing I did the top of the bar
It's
with,
very colorful.
and the top of the cabinet. And
Yeah,
we haven't clear coated it yet, so
yeah.
it'll get more it'll get more defined once we put epoxy over it and stuff like that. But we got some time. It's cold and wet outside. We can't do anything with the epoxy when it's cold
Yep.
and wet outside. So, what else? What else?
Oh, going back to my sister,
Mhm.
here's something I left out. So, as if, all the crap I've said, losing her and how I lost her and, everything after that. They threw all her belongings away. Couldn't have anything of hers. My daughter just wanted a shirt, that she could make it like into a pillow or something like people do nowadays. She couldn't even get that. They threw everything away. And if that wasn't a kick in the butt enough, I wanted to see the headstone that she had. She's sharing, I apologize, I've drank a few. She is sharing a headstone with her stepmother.
Yeah.
She doesn't even have her own headstone. Like, I understand, married couples have a shared headstone.
One, yeah.
Obviously. But why is she sharing a headstone with her stepmother?
Mhm.
I don't understand.
No.
Like, that was just like the icing on the cake.
I don't understand cemeteries anyway.
I don't.
That's my issue.
I
That's-
don't understand.
When it's my time to go, you can do whatever you want with me. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, I'm almost at the point, just cremate me and throw me somewhere pretty.
Mhm.
Like, because that's what my mom wanted. She wanted to just be in a pretty cemetery or something. She didn't even get that.
Right.
But yeah, it's just crazy, you make a wish what you want when you die and it doesn't happen. And I'm just like, my sister, she deserved to at least have her own headstone.
Right.
She deserved that. And to be buried beside my mother. And she wasn't even buried beside my mother. Or our mother. Not my mother, our mother. She wasn't even buried beside her. She was buried beside where her deadbeat dad, who is still alive, unfortunately, will go. Yeah, and sharing a headstone with her stepmother, his new wife. I don't understand that. I hope nobody else has gone through or is going through that, because that's just, I don't understand it. It's crazy, and I don't understand it. And yeah. Yeah. And I never will. It's just something I will have to live with.
But
yeah.
that's what this episode's all about. Is just to get it kind of off your mind, off your chest, and
Yeah.
give you some time to
And it's
not
something
have
that
to think about it.
even this, it won't make me feel any better.
No.
But yeah. Despite her flaws, she was a great person, and she didn't deserve this.
No.
Nobody does. Gosh, if your life is that bad that you have to take your own life, that's just horrible in my eyes. And I feel bad for you that you have to do that. She didn't have to. She just wanted to be loved. She just wanted to know she was loved, and she wasn't. And
Right.
if I had her life, if I was in her shoes, I'd probably want to do the same thing.
I think that's what the nice thing about this whole situation is, as far as doing the podcast and stuff like that. Before we had him and Tony would come up,
Right.
and we would sit and we would talk about shit. And it was that 5 or 6 hours of actual recording time where I didn't have to fucking think about anything. I didn't think about work. I didn't think about
Right,
bills,
yeah.
nothing like that. It was just
Nothing.
it was that nice mental health time where I could sit with two friends
Yes.
and
just
bullshit
and
have
vent
fun and
have fun. Yes.
pick on each other and
Yeah.
everything else. You
Oh,
know,
absolutely.
And now since everything else had happened, like it's no big secret that Ted's no longer part of the show. Everyone knows we've made a video about it. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. We don't really say his name anymore in this house.
Yeah. But since Tony's the one that wanted to stay and be a part of it, like his desire to be here never changed.
No. Tony's awesome.
Tony comes up every other Saturday. He drives an hour and a half
He is
one way to come up here and drink whiskey with me every other Saturday.
That is a long drive.
And we sit here and we fucking bullshit and we have fun. And I find stupid TikTok videos you show him with kids getting fucked up because he fucking cracks
chases
him
our
up.
dog when they get out and we don't realize it. And oh my God.
I was seriously cooking on the grill. Didn't realize the dog got out.
I never saw the dog walk past me. I swear to God.
Yep. So
and she was like 2 streets over,
like
and I had no idea he was running.
White
after
lightning
her.
ran right
Shout
past everybody.
out to Tony. God bless you. Oh my God. Like seriously. Like you could have yelled and been like, "Hey,
I was yelling for
your
him.
dog took off.
He was
get her."
I was like, "Tony," and he's like, "Yo!" But he was like half a street over. I could hear him yelling "Yo" back to me. I was like, "Where the hell is he at?" But he had finally grabbed her and picked her up and carried her back to the house. Yeah. Like a half a block, he picked this heavy ass dog up and brought her back.
Tony is family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think what else we can do? What else can we talk about?
Yep.
Do we have some time here? We can.
Yep.
I rearranged the bar area again because I hate having the same look every time. So.
Well, you
not every
had
time
to anyway because
things
changed.
We had to get rid of some stuff. So
get rid of some stuff and
I downsized. Not really
JoJo.
downsized. Huh? What'd you say?
Bad JoJo.
Bad juju.
Juju. Sorry, guys.
On a scale
I'm a few drinks.
On a scale of 1 to I'm fucked up, how fucked up are you? 10 being I'm fucked up.
10 being I'm fucked up. I'm probably at a 9.
Ooh.
I'm probably pretty close. Like yeah.
So you're saying there's a chance.
But, I mean, it's okay. Yeah. I mean, you're on to bigger and better things.
Yeah. You can only grow. This thing can only grow bigger, so.
You got rid of the bad, on with the better.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all we're going to say about that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, there's still more cigars to smoke. There's still more whiskey to drink.
Absolutely. Crack Skull Podcast is coming back with a vengeance.
We're already back. By the time they hear this, we've already had 3 episodes out. So
yes, we'll be back. And this is
my
first podcast where it's just me and Corey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And if you would like to hear Mandy do her own podcast with a friend, please comment and let us know because she is awesome. She has a lot of things to talk about. I think.
Oh gosh.
I think an all women's podcast would be dope to have done here at the house.
Like that would be an all vent.
No shit.
Podcast.
Think how much rum would be drank.
Oh my gosh, a lot. Because, if y'all even knew, my life story, man.
She has a love for rum, let me tell you.
Gosh, I love rum. I'm probably from what I've heard, a typical person. Mm-hmm. I like rum. I have family that hates me. That's probably most people. Even apart. Whatever. I've never done anything and I don't care anymore. Mm-hmm. Just like, my aunt's party, I crashed it because there was a surprise birthday party and I didn't know it. Mm-hmm. But I can laugh about it now. Then it was awkward.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to be there, but now I can laugh about it and be like, ha, I crashed her party. And she doesn't even know, which is spectacular.
Yeah.
Because I don't want her to know.
What kind of fucking family drama is that? So.
Yeah. But, I wish I could have took video and showed the looks on their faces when they opened. Because everybody was hiding in this room behind closed doors. And they opened the doors and they saw me standing behind her. That was awesome. Surprise! Oh. Hey. You got the invite that we didn't invite you. Yeah. Kind of thing. Yeah. Yep. So it was great. But yeah.
I've had a shit ton of whiskey tonight.
You're not feeling anything, are you?
Not even a touch.
I'm going to flip him off, people.
She's already doing it. Mentally. Oh, no, there's physical. Her thumb's out, though, so I think that's an offer.
I can't feel shit.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So, I mean, you know. Other than that, just getting some stuff off my chest. Kids are doing good. They're doing spectacular. You know, from where they've come. I don't know if that story's been out there or not, but
It was no secret. We had issues with Triad, so.
we did.
Yeah, you touched on it the last time you were, when Tony was here, you were.
Was I?
Yeah, you touched on it, so.
Yeah,
But-
there was issues. There was good parts, you know, to that school too. There's some marvelous teachers there. Shout out to them.
There's some good faculty members
Two
there,
of the
too.
boys. I won't say just the oldest. Two of the boys had, you know, because
We only have two of the boys.
our middle one, you know,
We
with
only
all-
have two boys, so.
Well, I know. Our daughter did fabulous.
Yeah.
You know,
She's
our
a social
middle
butterfly.
one, you know, he has a lot of health problems, and, you know, they just got to the point they did all that they could for him,
Mm-hmm.
and we had to look into other school options, which is part of the reason why we moved.
Literally, when we walked into this house to look at this house when we were coming to buy it, the first time we were here, we walked to the house. We loved the house. I come downstairs. Mandy's standing in the kitchen, our beautiful kitchen, and she's looking on her phone. I'm like, why aren't you looking around? In my mind, I'm like, why aren't you looking around?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was looking at every little thing. I was like, okay, that's
Right.
fucked up. We need to fix that.
Because
or,
I already had.
yeah.
Yep.
So, and I was like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm looking up schools.
Yep.
She wanted to see how good the school system was here.
I
So,
wanted to see the schools.
yep.
Yeah. Which was awesome because it's a big school. They
Yep.
came from small schools where, you know, everybody knows everybody.
You're on top of everybody else.
This is a big school where, you know, they're not going to know your business unless they actually know
No,
you.
Yep.
Which I thought would be great for them because, you know, where
See,
they have
I
come.
came from a big school, and then I went to a little school. I went to Columbus Public.
Which is not bad.
No, I went to Columbus
That's not
Public
a bad
from
thing.
kindergarten to 7th grade. At the end of my 7th grade year, I moved in with Dad up in Marysville. And from 8th grade till I graduated high school, I was in Marysville. Now,
Right.
did I have issues either place? No, I was nothing in Columbus Public,
Right.
and I was something in Marysville when I
I
moved
mean,
to
I'm not
Marysville.
saying
So,
that there's...
not that was the greatest thing to go to
Every
Marysville.
school
but-
has their issues.
Yeah.
You know, every school has bullies. Every school has drama. You know, you're just going to have that no matter what. But our kids went from, you know, well, we can't do anymore. You need to find other school options to, oh, well, your son's failing out, to both boys are on honor roll.
Yep.
That's a big accomplishment.
Yep.
And it makes us feel good as parents that we made the right decision, because I'm like, oh my God. I grew up, I was like in 12 different schools.
She was an Army. She was an Air
growing
Force
up.
brat.
I was an Air Force brat. I moved around a lot. And I didn't want that for them.
Mm-hmm.
And changing schools, I was like, oh my God, they're gonna have to start over, meet new friends, you know. But, you know,
and it was
I knew,
like
I
no
knew
big
how
deal.
I
It was like
felt.
no big deal for them.
I knew how I felt. Like when they got on the bus the first day, I bawled my eyes out walking away from the bus
Hmm?
stop, because I'm like, oh my God, I know what that feels like.
I felt
And
really.
it sucks.
I when we first moved here, I was like, "How's Kayla?" Because you never want to move in high school,
Right, exactly.
and luckily for me, I didn't have to.
Exactly.
I was able to 8th grade and then finish high school.
Right.
But I worried about how he was going to take it the first day, and then he came home. He was like, it was like no big deal.
sucks. It sucks. And now to know that, you know, they're doing so well and they're on honor roll, I'm like, okay, we made the right choice.
Shout out Leo for keeping Caleb in
We
line.
moved for the right place. Yeah, shout out to Leo. Is awesome.
She listens to the show.
She is awesome.
She listens to the show.
We love Leo. She is best friends with our oldest son, Caleb.
Mm-hmm.
She is awesome. Yeah.
She includes him in everything
They talk
she
to
does.
each other
Oh, fucking read.
daily.
On end. I was like, who are you talking to? Leo. I'm like,
Daily.
duh.
Like they will spend the day together, and then when they leave, when
They're
one
on the
of
phone
them
for like
leaves,
4 hours afterwards. So
They're like, hey, they'll joke with each other. So, how was your day? What did you do? And they're like, you know, they joke with each other and stuff. Leo is awesome. I'm glad that they have made great friends here, and I'm glad that they're doing so awesome, and it makes me feel good, that we made the right choice. And
Yeah.
because I was really, really afraid that Caleb was going to ask us if he could just drop out. Like, that's how bad it was. And
I think he's more strong-willed than that.
he was feeling out. He gave up, though.
At Triad, yeah, he was
gave
giving up. Yeah, he was giving up.
That was just a bad situation.
Yep.
Totally bad.
Wasn't his fault, though. There was some drama there that caused him to kind of get depressed and just
I don't know
just
if
decide
that
not.
story's out there or not.
I'm not putting it out there, so.
Okay.
But it's.
Yeah, it was a bad situation.
He had a lot of friends that were causing drama for him, and
Just a bad situation.
It was all
and
bad. So
it just ended badly. No fault to us or that family at all.
No.
It was just a bad situation. I mean,
talk about some people that need some mental health. Jesus fucking Christ.
it was just a lot of crap that he didn't deserve.
Yeah.
They blamed him for stuff he didn't do, and he got named something he shouldn't have been named, and he took the punishment for it.
Not really. It was from the family, not from the school system or anything like that.
No, he did from the school too. He did. He got bullied daily.
Oh,
He got
the
stuff
kids
thrown
at the
at
school.
him.
Yeah, the kids at the school. Yeah.
They made sounds, like gun sounds.
Yeah.
Like, stuff like that, crap like that. Yeah, he got a nickname that he didn't need that would have lasted him till he graduated, and he didn't need that. And yeah, so I'm glad they're doing awesome now. I'm proud of them. They came over all that, and they succeeded, and I'm proud of them. We have some strong kids. We really do.
Seems like Cody Rhodes won the Royal Rumble.
Logan?
Who won?
Who won?
Hold on, we're waiting for a Royal Rumble.
We're waiting for an update on
Yeah.
the Royal Rumble.
Repeat of last year,
Who won?
Cody,
I figured as much.
and he picked Roman again.
Yeah, of course he is.
I'm like, well, hashtag repeat of last year.
Cody
Cody's
won
losing.
the Royal Rumble, guys.
Good job,
and he's
Cody.
picked Roman to challenge.
He's screwed.
What number was he?
15.
Yeah,
15.
That's halfway.
All right, so he was halfway, and he did good. That was
Any
good.
surprise entrance?
No.
Didn't think so.
No. I'm going to have to rewatch it. I'm going to have to watch it. Yep.
It's been about an hour. You want to close this bullshit
I'm a
down?
big fan of Cody Rhodes.
And the Royal Rumble. That's your favorite match.
Yes, I love the Royal Rumble. That is my favorite WWE match. And I'm a big fan of Cody Rhodes.
We've been doing this about an hour. You want to shut this bullshit down?
So, yeah, we can shut it down if you want to.
Okay. I'm done. I have nothing else. I was just letting you vent. So, that's all this was for.
Oh,
So.
well, I appreciate you. I mean, I could go on all night venting about stuff.
Yeah. A lot of shit probably doesn't needs to stay where it is, and it's
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
So.
mean, I said I brought my sister up.
Yep.
That's what I needed to get off my chest because
It's been weighing on you.
that's the thing that weighs heavily on my chest. All the other
Maybe,
crap, it is what it is, and I've learned to deal with it. So
Yep.
yeah,
So, hopefully we'll do this again because this is fun.
yeah, this is fun. Just me and you.
Yeah.
Just
Sitting here having a whiskey and
having
now if we can get you to smoke a cigar,
just talk. Oh, guys, I don't know.
I
don't,
we could.
I don't smoke anymore.
We could. I don't smoke.
I've never smoked a cigar.
You don't inhale. You keep it in your mouth and you exhale. That's all you do. I
don't
promise
know.
you. That's all I do. It's
Because
easy.
I don't like the smell of it.
It's easy. We'll find a good one for you.
I don't know.
We'll find a girly one.
We'll see. I mean, he got me to drink whiskey tonight.
Yep. Couple
So,
times.
Maybe I'll get
Couple
to smoke a
glasses.
cigar.
So
We'll see. But I appreciate everybody listening to
hopefully,
me. And
hopefully we do this more often.
let me
I
know. Comment if you've been through the same thing as me, so I don't feel like I'm this crazy person. Because sometimes it just gets overwhelming, and you just feel like you're crazy and
Yep.
in your head and thoughts and stuff. And yeah.
Cool. Well, I love you, babe.
Yeah.
Thank you for offering to do this because you were like, "What? Let's do one." I was sitting there editing video or getting ready to edit video, and I realized my intro's not done yet, And then she was
I
like,
was helping him with
he was.
his intro.
We were doing the
Yeah.
intro together, and she's like, let's do an episode together. I
I
was
said
like,
we should totally do a podcast together.
And she's like,
Just
when-
me and you.
she's like, when do you want to do it? I felt like she wanted to do it tonight, but I was like, give me 20 minutes.
I was like, oh,
Well, shit.
okay, because he said it was great on mental health.
Yeah.
And, you know, dealing with all the stuff I've dealt with, more than what I've put out there, you know, I thought, oh, well, maybe that will that will help me. Because I don't go to therapy or anything. My son did, who's standing here, and it worked wonders for him. Unfortunately, I didn't do that. Maybe I should have. And I'd be better where I am right now. But
I like you just where you're at. This is who you are now is stronger than what you were then. So.
I am. I think that has made me stronger because I don't put up with anything.
Nope. You didn't put up with my bullshit anymore.
Which he knows.
She used to.
I don't.
She used to put up with my
I
bullshit.
don't.
Now I get called out on bullshit.
I call him out on all this shit, guys. I do.
She gives just as good as she receives. So just let that be known that
I do.
we're a couple and we fight.
It doesn't matter.
We do fight,
you know,
but it's not anything
what
we never
size
get
you are.
past.
You can be, you know,
Yeah.
way bigger than me. You can be like Brock Lesnar size, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand up in your face and not give a
Poke
shit.
you in the chest and shit too. So
I am, because that's just
Who
you
she
know
is.
who I am now with all the stuff I've been through. But yeah, so hopefully, you know, this will help me venting. I appreciate you guys listening, and
if you'd like to hear Mandy do her own
You know.
podcast, please comment below and let her know that
Yeah.
it's something more you'd like to hear more of. So
you know, let me know if you've unfortunately been through the same thing or know how I feel, and I won't feel so crazy.
I love you, babe.
I love you too. Thanks for letting me join.
No problem. Anytime. You know that. You can come in here. We can come here
Thanks
after
for
work. We can come in here
letting-
after work and freaking do this
Letting
bullshit.
me drink whiskey. I'm surprised I'm still drinking whiskey.
She's got just a little bit left. I'm gonna make her
I'm
down the rest of it
not
here in a
whiskey
second.
drinker, so I'm really
But it's
surprised you're
Angel's
drinking
Envy, and
whiskey,
she likes that
guys.
Angel's
But
Envy shit,
Yeah,
so.
definitely. I rate it. Go get a Angel's Envy, even if you're not a rye. Angel's Envy rye, even if you're not a whiskey drinker.
It's like a $95 bottle too.
Because I'm not a whiskey drinker at all. I'm rum girl
Yep.
all the way. But Angel's Envy. And it's not a waste of your money because it's a pretty bottle even
Yep.
if you don't like it.
Yeah, that'll go up on the shelf once we get empty it. It'll something else.
I
will
love
fall off.
angel wings though, and there's angel wings on the back of the bottle.
Yep.
And I love angel wings. So it's a win-win no matter what.
Love you, babe.
Love you.
Talk to you later. Peace.
Bye.